So, as many of you know, in central Iowa, our temperatures can be very extreme in the wintertime, and we get big temperature drops. And so sometimes that limits us in what we're able to do. I want to talk about some grasses that are great options in central Iowa, mostly zone 4 and under, so that way you can get good luck. Grasses can bring a lot of interest through the winter and the spring, and so I'm just going to go ahead and start with the one behind me as grass number 1. You'll see it a lot if you look around, both at houses, residences, and at businesses. It's become very popular. This is a Karl Foerster. It has a columnar growth pattern, and so it's pretty straight from the top to the bottom, and it has really pretty plumes that come in the spring. It grows early in the spring and gets tall, and you'll have the seeds at the seed heads, plumes at the top, and then mid-summer they'll turn a pretty tan color, and this is the way they stay through the rest of the season. And they can give you some great interest even through the winter time when you have snow coming and accumulating on the top of it. They can be really pretty. These typically grow 2 feet around and about 4 feet tall. They prefer to be in more sun than shade. If you put them in an area that's more shady, they will still grow, but they won't get quite as robust. They won't get as big around, and they might be just a little bit sparse, but they'll be okay. One thing with all grasses, and really all plants when you're planting them, is make sure that you account for the mature size of the plant. So if the plant's supposed to be 2 feet around, then account for that 2 feet, because when you buy it in a 1 gallon pot, it's going to be pretty small. But especially the grasses and this one, in 2 years you're going to have a full grown grass. And so if you want to have a line of them and you want space in between, and you don't account for those 2 feet, you're going to be yanking out grasses, because it's just going to end up being an endless hedge. They look really pretty lined up in front of a house, or you can't see it here, but actually behind there are about 7 grasses that are spaced out on the top of this wall, and they look really pretty. So Karl Foerster's grass number 1.